Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, but not as you know it, because this is not the usual game. This is actually a fan-made demo of the game if it were on the Game Boy Color. Now obviously this game released on the Game Boy Advance to start with, and then on the Nintendo DS, so I'm really intrigued to see how this is all gonna work. As a kid, I spent many hours playing my Game Boy Color, so yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty cool little fan project, so I'm excited to see where we are. So let's hit new game. We're going to play for about 15 minutes or so, just to get a feel for it, and this is episode 1, the first turnabout, which we did not so long ago on our blind Let's Play of this game, didn't we? The new version. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Yeah, this is cool. Gasp, gasp. This is obviously a Thinker statue, isn't it? Looks cool in Game Boy Color graphics, though. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught, not like this. I can't even remember what voice I did for this guy. There he is. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. This is really cool, I like this a lot. Boy, am I nervous. Listen to the music. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat. I like that. I like this, or like this. No, like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favour. A favour? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. God, this theme sounds so cool in the Game Boy Color music. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. ... Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. Well, it was pinned on him, wasn't it? My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. I like the way the blood looks on there. It's a weird thing to say, I guess, but it looks pretty cool. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. That is what we're going to do. August the 3rd, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 2. I want to see what the judge looks like. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honour. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? God, the music sounds so cool. I love this. Yes, Your Honour. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honour. ... Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honour. Hand shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Phoenix Wright, Larry Butts, Mia Fey. One thing I'm wondering is, I don't know if this is like the entirety of the first case or only like an introduction. It'd be quite interesting to find out, but anyway, it's Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honour. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. That's... Wait. Uh-oh. No. No, wait. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just press the B button to check it when the cursor is visible on screen, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? Okay, so we press the B button, do we? Oh yeah, here we go. Attorney's badge. No one believed I was a defence attorney. So, oh yeah, so you like cycle through. This is cool. Okay. Autopsy. So how do we see more? Do we just press type? Reports received from Mia Fey. Okay, do we open it up? Oh wait, no, I don't want to do that. B. Save. Okay, so we've gone back to the main screen. And then we can do continue, I guess? I'm not actually sure how the controls work on this. Did we just go back to where we were? Yeah, let's load the game. Okay, who is the victim in this case? I mean, it's Cindy, right? It said Cindy on the thing. Cindy's autopsy. Yeah, okay, back. Alright, let's hear it. Who's the victim? It's Cindy. I actually don't remember. It's been a while. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... poisoned, hit by an object, strangled. It was hit by an object, wasn't it? So she was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honour. Thank you, because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honour? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was? A murder weapon was this statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Press the B button to check the court record when you see the cursor. I love the gavel hitting down. It's really good. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Chief spelled weirdly there. Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution after, so be ready. Later, that said, sorry. Some of the text is quite difficult to read, actually, in like the old Game Boy Color style. Like it's, I don't know, like the letter H in particular, it looks a bit like an N to me. I don't know. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything. Unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. And here he is. Ahem, Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you, and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies, I don't believe a word of it. Your Honour, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older man, who gave her money and gifts. That should be men, right? She took her money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see? Now let's stop him. Slam the hands down. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Answer honestly and stop him. Answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there, I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, I didn't see her. The objection's funny. Oh, I love it. It's really high-pitched. Your Honour, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honour. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sorrett to the stand. Oh god, I remember Sorrett. I hate this guy. Long time ago now. Mr. Sorrett, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sorrett, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Haha, cool. Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Listen to the music. Oh, it's so good. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. What's that saying? Quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honour, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honour. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sorrett used was one of those. Your Honour, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honour. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honour. Alright, right, this is it, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies the testimony gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Press the B button and point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay, it's cross-examination time. But guys, that is where we're going to leave it. So if you want to play this, the rest of this for yourself, I'm going to leave a link in the description below this video so you can go ahead and check it out. It's completely free. It's over on itch.io. I really like this as a concept. I think it's very good. It's got a couple of little issues here and there, but really cool idea. I think it is a lot of fun in Game Boy Color style, actually. The music is fantastic. I love the old school visuals. It's a really interesting take on a game that I'm very much enjoying during my blind Let's Play at the moment. So that is going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne, Nate, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadim, Paul Leone, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCon555, Chrissy, Paul James, and Zolties, and I'll see you next time.